Hi everyone, welcome to the Charlie Beans YouTube channel. I am so excited that the day is finally here. I feel like it's been years in the making, and I am thrilled to be sitting down and making my first video here at Charlie Beans headquarters. You all know me, I'm Charlotte. You can call me Charlie, or you could also not do that at all. And that would be totally fine. That would actually be great. But I'm reporting live from Los Angeles. I will be keeping up with the type of content that I already love to make: crafting, crocheting, knitting, vlogging once in a while, maybe even contemplating life and human existence, because I'm just a 25-year-old girl and I'm constantly contemplating. But seriously, the reason that I wanted to make this channel is just to join in on the amazingly supportive fiber arts community. I see so many sweet and supportive people online that help each other out with their projects, and I have a few friends who crochet and knit in real life, but I would prefer to have more of a community of fiber artists, and what better place to find it than the World Wide Web and youtube.com. No, but really, when I see sewists and fiber artists working on their projects on YouTube and helping each other out in the comments, it just brings me so much joy, and I get FOMO, so I want to join in on the fun and maybe possibly have people to ask questions to when I am stuck on a project. So yes, although I have been known to dabble in vlogging in the past, this video will just be about where I'm at in my fiber arts journey, some pieces that I've made in the past, either failures or successes, and patterns that I'm excited to make for September and for the fall, and just, stuff like that. So taking it back to the beginning, I learned how to knit when I was in first grade. My best friend's mom taught us how to knit, and we had a little knitting club after school on Wednesdays, and it was very cute. Then I kind of didn't do anything after first grade until fourth grade, when my mom put me in a summer knitting class because she was desperate for me to have a hobby, to do something with my summer. And it was fun, but it also didn't really take at that time. So I didn't really start knitting until 3 years ago, and I've been knitting off and on ever since. I did still remember how to knit and purl when I picked it back up as an adult, so that made it easier to get into. And then I also taught myself how to crochet. When people ask me which is easier between knitting and crocheting, I don't really have an answer because I don't remember not knowing how to knit, and I feel like they're just the same. I do enjoy both of them equally. I obviously prefer knitting for making garments to wear and crocheting for accessories like bags and hats or non-clothing items, but I really do love them both. And hopefully next I want to sew. Who doesn't want to sew? But I'm just really hoping that 2026 will be the year of slow fashion, and I feel like knitting and crocheting are awesome, but sewing just opens up a whole new world, so hopefully I will actually learn to do that soon. Okay, so I have here with me my biggest flops and my biggest successes of the past 3 years of knitting, so I thought I would just give you a tour of those, starting with the flops. Starting with the flops might be weird, but that's what we're doing. So flop number 1, I can't even show because I already started unraveling it, but I do have a video of it, a short video of it that I can put in. But this was the first piece that I made after getting back into knitting as an adult, and my tension was just all off and it just turned out really wonky. So it's not really wearable. Flop number 2 is not really worth trying on, but it's this tank top that I made to wear on a beach vacation I was going on, and so I just wanted something light and beachy, but it doesn't look good. It does not look good, so that's getting unraveled soon. Okay, we'll try on the next flop. It's really hot in Los Angeles, and I'm about to put wool on, so that's fun. This is so me right now. Okay, here's flops 3 and 4. This was an outfit that I wore to a festival. I actually like the shrug a lot. I just don't like the stripes. I ran out of blue, so I added these stripes, which was fun when paired with the tank top underneath because it kind of made it more cohesive. But the shrug on its own is the meshy top by Fozz Studio, And it is really cute and fun, and I do think I would be keeping it if it was all blue, but I don't like the stripes, and I would never wear this outfit on like a daily basis because it's just a little over the top for me. So if I'm not going to wear it on its own, it has to go. And this tank top, again, is just not something I would wear. The textures of yarns mixed together didn't work out well. The wool is just too hot for a tank top. I cast off my stitches too tightly, so it's really squeezing me. It just doesn't fit. So this look is going bye-bye. Okay, we have to talk about this one fast because I will be getting very sweaty in this wool. But this is the Switch sweater from Wool and the Gang using Lil Crazy Sexy wool, and I actually think it turned out good. I think the shape of the sleeve is fun. Wow, I'm already so hot. But it just never gets cold enough for me to wear this sweater in Los Angeles. So even if I wanted to wear it, I just can't because there's just never a time for it. And I would rather use the yarn for something else. I kind of want to try where you knit a bag that's really large and then you shrink it down in the wash on purpose, and then you have like a felt bag that's smaller. If you've ever seen anyone do that. So yeah, I'd rather just put this yarn to a different use that I would actually get use out of. So goodbye to this beautiful sweater. This was the first sweater I made. I'm sad to be unraveling it. It's kind of what got me back into knitting, but I'm also ready to just level up to sweaters that require a little bit more skill to make and are not just made out of super chunky yarn that you can knit up really fast. But if you are looking for that, this was a fun pattern. Moving on to some of my recent successes, this sun hat I am really proud of. I love sun protection, and I made this using the Rara Raffia yarn from Wool and the Gang. I freehanded it. I kind of want to try another iteration of it with a slightly less dramatic brim, although I do think it's cute. But yeah, and then second of all, this baby tee, I freehand knit this using some cotton yarn from Michaels that I don't remember what it was, but I do get a good amount of compliments on this one, and I have had a couple people actually ask me to make a pattern, so maybe I'm going to try to do that, or just maybe make a tutorial of how you can freehand knit it, because it's so beginner friendly. I really think anyone who knows how to knit could do it. And it's a little bit more cropped than I would prefer right now, so I definitely want to make another one that's a little bit longer, but I think the cap sleeves are cute and fun. Okay, I'm really getting overheated, but this next one is just this little primary shrug. I don't really wear it that much anymore because I feel like the shrug moment kind of passed, but it's so cute. I like how the colors turned out a lot. It's just acrylic yarn from Michaels, and I used the striped shrug pattern by Darr Griffin to start this, but I didn't follow it exactly because in that pattern the sleeves are more fun, but I just knit these sleeves in a plain boring way. But yeah, this is something that I might consider turning into a full-size sweater. I'm not really sure, but it's fun. It was fun to have when shrugs were having their moment. Next up is another Darr pattern. This is the Subtle Fame Whore Vest by Darr Griffin, and I wrote Sweetheart on it. I kind of messed up the math, so the S is kind of cut into the sleeve hole, but I'm not a perfectionist, so I never fixed it. I just kept going. But yeah, this was fun to make. It was my first time doing intarsia, and I haven't done any since, so I definitely need to do that again. And last but not least, we have the Happier sweater from Wool and the Gang, knit using Al Pacino merino yarn. Oh my gosh, this yarn is so soft. I can't get over it. Putting it on after having on all those other textures of yarn, it's just like, wow. So yeah, this sweater I prefer to the red sweater. It's way easier for me to actually wear. I think it fits me well. The yarn you probably can't see, but it started immediately pilling on the sleeves like right after I made it, which is disappointing. So if anyone knows how to deal with that, let me know. But yeah, those are some of my favorite garments I've made so far. And let's see what I want to make next. To close out the video, I wanted to talk about patterns that I have my eye on for fall, for September. It's still very much summer in Los Angeles, and it probably will be for at least another month. So these are patterns that can work in hot weather, but could also be styled in a more fall outfit when the weather does actually start cooling down. The pattern that I want to try next is the triptych bandana by Cosmati on Instagram. And I actually already bought the yarn for this pattern. It's in my basket. Okay, these are the colors that I chose. I'm a little scared that the blue is kind of bright. I don't want it to be too bright, but I think since the other colors aren't that bright, it'll be okay. So I didn't realize that this pattern uses Tunisian crochet. I actually didn't know what Tunisian crochet was until like 2 weeks ago. It clearly says that's what it is on the pattern, but anyway, I have to go back to the yarn store to get a Tunisian crochet hook. Oh no, I have to go back to the yarn store. So hoping to do that soon and then get started. That's the project I want to start next. And I just think the Tunisian crochet makes it look like more elevated than some scarf patterns that I see. Although the next pattern is also a scarf that I think is super cute, and it's the Paloma Pointel scarf by Studio Annalise on Instagram. And yeah, I mean, it speaks for itself really. It's just a super cute hair scarf, and I think that scarves are a nice warmer weather accessory to be able to still incorporate some handmade items into my wardrobe, which is a struggle in Los Angeles. Okay, next is the dumpling bag by Bygulk on Instagram. Obviously a bag can work in any weather. I feel like the shape of this bag is super in right now, and I'm so here for it, and I really love what you can do with the colors. Next up is the Knitlet by Simstrick on Instagram. I'm probably saying that wrong, but it's a super cute warm weather top. It is reversible, which I love, and it also has a high neckline, which apparently if you have broad shoulders, high necklines look flattering, and that's me. So I'll make it and see if it's actually flattering or not. And next is the Button Me Up Cardi, also by Simstrick. Are you kidding me? It's so cute. The buttons are just amazing. Buttons are obviously trendy right now, but I do think that this pattern is totally timeless. One of the yarn stores near my house that I go to has such a great button selection, and I never have a reason to buy buttons. So I'm very excited to actually be able to look over their selection and pick some out for this project. And I obviously love that you can turn it into a vest or a short sleeve cardigan, because it just guarantees that I'll be able to get use out of it even in LA. Next is the Lotta Pants by Les Filles du Coeur. I don't know if it looks French to me, but I think that they might be German, so I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. But anyway, these pants are just so cute, and I just love them so much, and I just need to make them. I need to make them and wear them. I've never attempted a garment that big, but they're just too good to be true. So I will be getting around to those at some point. Lastly, looking forward to actually colder weather, I would like to knit any raglan sweater. I've only knit sweaters bottom up before, and knit flat. So I want to try a top-down raglan sweater. I guess it doesn't have to be in the round, but I feel like that's what I see people doing a lot when they start from the top. It's just shaping the collar in the round off the bat. So that just looks fun. I like the shape that it makes. I like the way the sleeves like slope out instead of being how this shirt is, where they're just attached like that. This can also be fun, but I just want to try a new shape. So if anyone has good patterns for a raglan sweater, let me know. And just like that, we have come to the end of the first Charlie Beans YouTube experience. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to my 13 subscribers. I feel so blessed to have 13 friends that would even consider wanting to hear me talk about stuff they probably don't care about. Believe it or not, it's not too late to get in on the ground floor at Charlie Beans headquarters. So feel free to be my 14th subscriber and beyond. You will not regret it. We're in for a wild ride here. And I guess I will see you guys when I make my triptych bandana. Okay, bye.